Hi everyone, my name is Margaret. I am the founder of District Chop Bar. District Chop Bar is the West African fusion concept. We offer catering services, meal preps, and wholesale distribution of our products that include our sauces and marinades. And also we have, of course, beverages. We have both our ginger beer and our BSAP as well that we offer. Please be sure to follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at District Chop Bar. Today, super excited to be sharing with you all a West African staple, jollof rice. Jollof rice is one of my favorites because it really is showing the marriage of spices and vegetables and sort of like your take on it and what you want to add. It is in a sense, a stone soup. You know, you bring in different ingredients and together you create something just beautiful. It's similar to jambalaya or you would say paella. And that again just shows the influence of African food just across the globe. To be able to show how similar those foods are. And also it's similar to in the Caribbean as well. With the rice and peas that you see. So without further ado, let's make some jollof rice. Jollof rice requires fresh ingredients. That's one of the reasons too, I think, that we take such great pride in knowing that it's a West African favorite. I have bell peppers that are chopped and sliced. I have onions, just one onion. It's a large size onion and also 2 bell peppers. I have here a half cup of vegetable oil or olive oil. In this case, I'm using olive oil. I have 2 bulbs of garlic, so just sort of pulled and peeled. I have 4 tomatoes that are chopped. And then also we have here 4 cups of jasmine rice, Cajun seasoning just put on the side, grated ginger, bay leaves, also some spices that I like to use. I have the sazon, Maggi seasoning, adobo, curry, salt. And then we have tomato paste as well, and that helps with the color. One thing about jollof too is you can really improvise for ingredients once you get a hold of what really it takes to make jollof rice. Right now I've given you the basic ingredients that you need, so that way regardless of your level of jollof expertise, you can sort of dig in and make it. Missing from here is habanero or Scotch bonnet pepper. What I do instead for that is I have cayenne pepper from Sierra Leone, where I'm from. So when my mom sends me, I put that in. And so that cayenne pepper right now, you'll see it has been repurposed into a Parmesan cheese container. But it's there and it's powerful. The first thing we're going to do after we've sort of prepared our vegetables aside is we're going to heat some oil. So the pot has been heated. Go ahead and put that half cup of vegetable oil. Olive oil again in this case. And let that heat. And I'm using a semi saucepan just so that way there's enough room for the rice to be able to cook fully, and that's very important. Saute your vegetables. I like to add grated ginger, and this is actually the leftover ginger from when I make ginger beer, so we really repurpose everything and nothing goes to waste. I'm going to go ahead and add the bay leaves as well. I will add some adobo seasoning just to your taste. You know your taste bud best. But try your best not to over season, because that is a thing, to over season. Sort of mix that together. Cover and let it cook a little bit. Let it cook for about 10 minutes. Once your vegetables have sort of simmered, go ahead and blend your garlic, tomatoes, and 2 Maggi seasoning and add to the mix. Go ahead, bring your temperature down to medium and add the other 2 Maggi seasonings. And what we're doing basically here is creating the gravy or the stew for the jollof rice. A good stew will determine a very good jollof. I use sesame. Again, all about flavors and spices when you're making jollof. This is a 1/4 cup tomato paste. Even though we've already used 4 plum fresh tomatoes, the tomato paste will help with the color because jollof has a reddish orange color to it, and I think, like most people, we like to eat with our eyes, and colorful food for some reason just looks delicious and often also tastes delicious. So we're adding all the spices and flavor to that. So stir that in and mix it well until it's blended into the mix, stew mix. Go ahead and cover that as well and let the stew cook. Let the stew sort of cook for another 10 minutes and then add about a 4 tablespoons of curry seasoning. I'm eyeballing. I know by now I sort of know what it looks like. This is the ginger paste that I make with District Chopper, and I kid you not, this is great. It's powered with ginger, garlic, tomatoes, and peppers already, and so it adds that extra flavor you will need as well. You can contact us for order of this. I'm going to add my cayenne pepper from Sierra Leone because I like spices. Again, you can substitute cayenne pepper for 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, which you can add to the mix, the blend mix of the tomato, garlic that we put in the blender with a cup of water as well. And stir. At this time, stir it well, cover and let it cook. Feel free to taste as well to make sure you have all the right spices and flavor. While the stew is sort of cooking, we would go ahead and bring and wash our jollof rice. This is the 4 cups of rice that we're going to be cooking today. So just a quick rinse. Just rinse it. And once you've rinsed the rice, you go ahead and the next step is to pour it into the stew. And then this is when the fun begins. Be sure to blend the rice into the stew. At this time, I will add a little bit of Cajun seasoning and more bay leaves. You'll probably notice the aroma in the house too. That aroma lets you know that we sort of have all the right flavors into this mix. This is well blended, as you can see. While the rice is finishing up steaming, I just want to take this opportunity to thank my tribe. I've had such great group of friends, new followers, who have really helped to support District Chop Bar. Around this time with COVID happening, a lot of small businesses have been struggling. Fortunate for us, this has been a great opportunity where we've been able to take a contract with Dreaming Out Loud through War Central Kitchen to provide relief meals to those who need it in the DC area. So we provide meals Monday through Friday for DC residents, and it's really helped us a great deal to stay active. Through the grant itself, contract, have been able to also keep a staff member active who was 100% furloughed from a new job that she had just taken. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity. But also, we launched the meal prep program in March, which was just right when the social distancing quarantine orders were put in place for the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. And I would say that every weekend we've been busy putting in additional hours to provide meal preps to friends, family members, and new friends of District Chop Bar. So thank you so much for all of your support. We honestly will not have an active business if it wasn't for your support. For those of you who are out of state and out of the country, another way you can support District Chop Bar is really by following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and telling everyone about what we're doing to sort of spread the news about West African and Caribbean cuisine. Our goal really is to show the connection across the diaspora through food, and the intent really is to bring us together. I think food is one of those ways that really shows people that while the world is big, it's also so small because we're very similar in the food that we eat. It binds us together, and I'm just grateful to be part of this space and ecosystem to bridge that gap and show our connection versus our divide. Shout out to one of my girlfriends who gave me this shirt that says I'm a risk taker. It really describes just what my 2020 has been. I know that 2020 is still in the books for us, where it's still being written, but just taking chances, taking advantage of opportunities, searching for opportunities, and just being positive has really helped. So I advise everyone to sort of look for those opportunities within your network and your passion, and create something beautiful out of it. So that's my shameless plug-in. Again, my name is Margaret Kamara. I'm the founder of District Chop Bar. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And now let's check on our jollof rice to see if it's ready. So right now we're going to go ahead and mix the jollof. We can see that the rice, the water that we added has sort of cooked through the rice, and we need to add more water. So again, that water that we had already boiled on the kettle, we're just going to add that. Again, half of that. So now we would have used about 2/3 of it. Blend the rice and mix evenly. Making sure you get everything, every piece of rice that may have been stuck to the bottom. Grab all of that flavor. And cover. Adjust the temperature of the rice accordingly as needed. If you need to lower it, raise it a little bit higher, do that. And I would say let's just let the rice cook for another 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll see where we're at. So our jollof is ready to go. It's cooked. I would turn off the heat. And of course, dish it and serve it. I hope you had a lot of fun today making jollof rice. Another fun thing is to garnish it with some scallions. Eat it with your favorite source of protein. And of course, share it with friends and family. Till then, take good care. And it was such a pleasure working with you to make jollof.